Alright, I'm back. How goes? Tobs 647. Alright. Let me quickly adjust the streams. Hello, Lipton. Welcome to the stream. Alright. I'm good to go. Do y'all want SPS? Dub says yes. Temph saying no SPS and is vetoing 18. Which players you have choices between 12, 15, and 18 level choices. Tobs, you have the higher PB, you have first choice. Tobs has 12. Give me one very quick sec here before I count y'all off. I see y'all are both ready. Sorry, give me just 1 sec on my end. Okay, we are good. Countdown game 1 of set 1 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Both players off. Temph waiting on a long bar here. Temph gets a long bar, slams down the first Tetris after like a 20-piece drought at least. Sees another long bar, goes up to an early 32,000 lead as Tobs also looking on a long bar. Tobs able to manage the well, gets the long bar. Tobs able to get their first Tetris. Temph, meanwhile, up to 63,000, tobs 23,000. Tobs gets a Tetris. Temph, right behind. Temph, opting for pushdown points here, goes up to 94,000, tobs 40,000. Tobs covering the well right as a lumbar comes, but is able to fill a dependency, filling the well as another lumbar comes. Bit of schadenfreude there from Tobs. Temph up to 111, tobs 43. Temph opening the well only to find it's 3 high. Tobs gets a long bar over, goes up to 74,000, Temph waiting on a long bar. Built up well, but built up pretty high. Is past next box height, needs something for the right side. Gets a Tetris, goes to 130, tobs, seeing the not Tetris readiness. Gets a long bar, 92,000, Temph up to 161. Temph a Tetris. Tobs Tetris 123. Temph up to 164. Apparently the record for Reeve streams in a day is 16, but I will take that from unverified days back from CTL apparently. Temph 181, tobs 154 off that Tetris. Temph needing to open up that right well. Tobs getting good pieces to fill in some tucks and gets a long bar. Closing the gap, goes to 171. Temph with the well open. Temph gets a long bar over. 201 for Temph. Tobs is set up now. Both players in need of a long bar. Both players seeing one. Temph 218, tobs 30k behind. Temph long bar goes to 234, tobs 204 as Temph is within 20 lines, tobs 25 lines away from this first speed transition over to 15 speeds. Temph with a couple of holes in the stack, tobs at 220. Temph getting up high here. Tobs set up. Tobs Tetris will go to 235 and cut the lead down to pushdown points. Temph now in an uncomfortable situation. Tobs taking a more definite lead here with a Tetris. Temph getting a double with a long bar will be set up for a split triple. Temph over at 248. Tobs 251. Tobs set up. Temph with a flatline burn. Tobs, Tetris 283, still level 12. Tobs waiting on a long bar to transition to 15 speeds. Tobs goes over at 303, 50,000 point lead here from Tobs. Tobs set up again. That just goes to 321. Temph 10 lines from 18 speeds. Tobs now needing something to get the well open. Temph go up to 284, Tobs 323. Temph, a bit of an awkward spire to build around. Lost connection from Tobs' stream. So, Tobs, if you can hear me and if you're still playing, please keep playing. Temph will top at 289. Tobs, so long as you topped before 289, which you definitely did, will be good for game 1. As I frantically try to get the stream back. There we go. We're good. We're good. We're so good. We just, are good. So good. There we go. Everything is good. Everything is fine. Temph, you have level select. Temph says 15. I'm trying to get more in the habit of saying it, but just a reminder, don't start until you see Tetris appear in the chat, not when you hear me say 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Both players look like they're ready for a 15 start. Countdown, game number 2 here in, that's 13.3, in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Temph with the first Tetris of the match. Tobs follows, gets one of their own. Set up again, long bar comes. Tobs up to 39. Tetris for Tobs, 58,000. Temph with a very nice setup there of those pieces. Both players slamming down Tetrises. Tobs Tetris 97. Temph follows 64. Tobs with a bit of an awkward overhang. Gets a Tetris. What's up, Suds? Welcome back. Yeah, I didn't realize that Temph needed a restreamer, so I would have just stayed on the whole time if I realized that. Tobs now turning a J dependency into an L dependency, turning dependencies into almost a Tetris setup. 3 minnows shy there. It is set up now though. Temph I dependent. My piece comes. Both players now waiting. Tobs covers right as a long bar comes. Temph still in a wait. Touch for Temph goes to 150, Tobs 131. Yeah, five restreams today. This is number 4. I still have to take Kachira and Martz tonight at 9 p.m. my time, 2 a.m. UDC. I only planned one of the restreams. The others were surprises. Tobs, Tetris 171, Temph 172 here. Both players tied in points and lines. Hey, I mean, I don't mind it. It's way more points, way more restream time for me. Not even in the big restream battle between me and Sky. Temph getting a bit high here. Temph able to get pieces over to the sides. Needs something to bring the stack down. Temph now in a situation, getting over to the right. Tobs will take game number 2 at 2:01. Yeah, I might take the most restreams role, but also just being getting the time in Twitch to just have streams elapsed is always, I'll always take that. By the way, if you are watching this, if you are hearing this, drop a follow, it helps me out. Like, share, subscribe, do whatever. I don't know what people do now. Get the bell on. Tobs says 12. Tobs in a position to take match number, set number 1 in a sweep. Both players set up ready for 12. Goated Lizard. Countdown in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Both players off. Tobs with an early double. Temph set up. It's a Tetris. Temph stabs another one down. Goes to 31. Tobs 7,000. Temph back set up. Sam's a Tetris, goes to 48 even. Tobs getting the well open right as a lumbar comes, goes to 23,000. Temph following 63,000. Tobs gets an eye dependency filled. Gets a long bar. Goes up to 54,000. Tobs setup. Goes to 70,000. Temph 97 off that Tetris. Tobs, long bar, goes to 86. Temph now with the Tetris goes to 129. Tobs in a bit of a dig situation. Temph now, clean board. Temph now, a bit of a drought. Has to cover up the well and gets it uncovered with a hole in the stack. J dependent now. L comes over, has to block where the J would be. Gets an I piece to fill it, opens the well. Temph able to get pieces over, but a bit of a lip now created. Temph able to somehow get a long bar over. Brings the stack down, but Temph with a bit of work still to do. Tobs, meanwhile, gets Tetris set up and goes to 110. Temph still precarious position, 16 or 17 up. Temph completely covering up the left side almost. Cannot get anything over. Tobs, 153 is your chase down, 153. Tobs set up. Tobs now gets a long bar over, goes to 130, needs 153. Gets another long bar over and not quite there yet at 146. 152 will do it. Another Tetris for sure. A couple of burns would also help. There's the long bar. That will take the game. Tobs takes this first set in a sweep. Ten sets. I was muted. There we go. I need to get better about that. Correct temp picks 15. Both players are ready for a 15 start. Let's count down game 1 of set number 2 here in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, I know, as much as I would love to go for most restreams in a day, temp set up, waiting on a long bar. Both players now ready. Touches for temph. Touch for tobs. Temph, board clean now. Tobs fighting to keep their board Tetris ready. It is ready now as a long bar comes. Goes to 42, temph 26 with a couple of awkward overhangs here. Going to work on getting things cleaned up here. Could potentially turn that into a nicely built center well with the right pieces. Ah, the hearts. Thank you. Tobs now getting a bit high and awkwardly set up. Tobs tops at 42, temp 4-3. 4-3 when you will take it. Currently at 3-3. Definitely not a gimme right now. Temph with a bit of work to do here. Would only be set up for a double if the well gets open. Temph 39 now, 40. Needs 42, 902. Has the well open for a double. Temph not taking it yet, 42, 307. Temph long bar over, that will do it. Temph, you are good for game number 1. That was a mighty fine chase down there. Bloody hell indeed. Tobs, you are on 4. Level select. That'll do it. Tobs pops back to 12. Doesn't want to get stuck up in all that 15 madness. Both players ready. Kick off game number 2. Tube Stube Tree. What the hell? Countdown in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Tobs starting LOJ. Temph starting LJT. Tobs, first Tetris, Temph, close behind. Temph needing this set to split the sets. Tetris for Temph, goes to 31. Tobs needing something for this right side to get ready. Double lumbar comes. Temph is restreaming 4 sets tonight. Yeah, I am definitely gonna take some downtime after this stream before my stream at 2 o'clock UDC tomorrow. Just for Temph, both players right around 50,000 now. If somebody else could sign up for beginner, a beginner dev could start. Tobs a bit up high here. Tobs able to get a square over. Temph also a bit high, but now taking a lead over Tobs as Tobs tops at 50,000. Temph good for game number 2. Tobs, oog indeed. Temph, you are back up for level select here in set point. Hey, yo, keep it PG in here. Don't nobody hear about your naked leaves. Who is stopping in front of my house? Temph says 15. Both players ready for a 15 start. Temph needing this to take the set. Countdown in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. It was just a package delivery. Temph's board, finally getting a bit more under control. Tobs now set up and waiting. Temph gets the first Tetris, goes to 24. Tobs patiently waiting on a Lombard to come. Lombard comes. Tobs up to 24 as well. Temph set up. Temph an overhang there on that L piece, but gets a Tetris. Another good L piece will help recover that. Takes the J recovery. It is set up for a T-spin here. Tobs good with a good S tuck there. Tobs, bit of stack management now. Meanwhile, Temph 68, Tobs 52. Temph covering the stack right as 2 long bars come. Hate to see it. 2 squares with no home for them. Temph's board now a bit dicey. Able to get a long bar over for a Tetris. T-spin to bring the board down just another bit. Temph 90, Tobs 62. Tobs taking Temph taking a triple there. Will take some time to clean the stack up. Meanwhile, Tobs well open and ready. Do I feel positively about the 4-person dibs in beginner? Well, kinda. It does warrant 6 games, but those 6 games do blow over pretty quickly. As Temph gets a Tetris. I will get my fix with the Mega Div coming up though, but Mega Div may also be several huge hits to my elo. Temph, long bar over goes to 138, Tobs 107. At this point of borrow, I am happy to play. I'll play however I can get it. Am I gonna win? That's another story, but the story right now is Temph v Tobs. Temph 146 is set up for a very high up dirty Tetris, but needs to be careful here. Covers the well right as a long bar comes. J dependency here fills it with a long bar. Trying to get the stack back open. Tobs, meanwhile, gets a Tetris, goes to 134. Temph 151, and dicey misshifts there. Tobs 135. Sorry, 151 is your top out. 151. 154 will take it. Tobs cracking back in game 3 here. Tobs potentially... Nope. just getting that game over with. Tobs, with that, you have level select. I'm trying to think of structuring how to go forward. Keep for the moment. Yeah, I don't know. I think 4 right now, just to keep them going, would be good. I think as more people bump up, either bump it to 5 or 6 round robin, or if it warrants a double limb bracket. Taupe says 15 just for you, temph. All other devs require 5. Yeah, I don't know. I think 4 for now, just to keep them going. I'll go temph. Take your time. I forget if it was this stream or not, just because it's been that kind of day, but Tobes, if they can force a decider, I will do the decider game in German. Temph needing to take the win to avoid being subjected to that. Ja, wenn Tobes gewinnen kann, dann mache ich Spiel Nummer 5 auf Deutsch. But you gotta earn that. Both players ready. Well, waiting for Tobes to finish 19. Both players ready for a temph. This is a 15 start, heads up. Both players counting down game 4 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Both players off. Taupe sees the first Tetris long bar, goes to 19. I can't even speak American right now. Temph getting the pieces to bring the stack down. Taupe's now with some holes in the stack as well. Taupe some well-placed pieces here. Opens up the well, waiting to see a long bar. Long bar comes. Tobes. Tetris goes to 44. Temph yet to score a Tetris at 9,900. Temph. Tobes with a split triple. Taupe set up. Tobes gets a long bar over. 69,000 for Tobes. Temph still in a bit of a dig. Tobes set up. Tobes covers the well. Tobes gets the well open. Tobes covers the well. Temph now set up. Temph now in a bit of a wait for a long bar. Tobs now getting the well over both players, getting a Tetris temph up to 48, Tobs 97. Both players matching each other in lines here. Temph setup gets another Tetris, goes to 67. And close to matching Tobs here, 12,000 separating these players off of 2 quick Tetrises by temph. Tetris for temph will take a very small points lead here. 108 faces 105. Temph looking for a long bar so they can grow this lead here. Long bar doesn't come. A couple of awkward placements here, but long bar comes. Temph up to 127. Covers the long bar right as a... Sorry, covers the well as a long bar comes. Temph now bit longer of a dick. 130 faces 116 here. Temph with a clean board. Temph a good tuck there. Gets a long bar over and goes to 153. Tobs cannot get pieces over to the left right now. May have to build the stack down a bit. Tobs in some danger now. Tobs at 119. Cannot do anything here and will top. Temph takes game number 4 and the set. GG's. Both players playing very well. Tobs just couldn't get those long bars over, and that's what did it. Just to let me know, or you being a very general you, no problem, Tobs. I am always ready, always good, except for when I'm not. I wish Twitch had some typing bubbles for chat. Though ellipses and text do help. Tobs here wanting to get a 19 Tetris. Temph now, still typing. Prefer 12s to 15s, only picking 15. Oh yeah, no, I 100% do that too. Like, I will notice how comfortable they are on, in my case, 9, 12, or 15, and 100%, I will do 15s in comp, just to make people not suffer, but less comfortable, get a bit more in their heads. Anyway, I am going to get out of here. I will record this, and then I'm taking probably a nap before my Kachira match tonight. But, see y'all